Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mark with The Better Mark, and I want to break down the NBA slate within March 13th, 2024 on this Wednesday. Okay, we're coming at you hot. 2-1 last night within the association, so cashing on that day. Not too good in college basketball though. Ended up getting swept so all good things come to an end. We've been on a little bit of a hot streak as of late through the weekend in and into conference tournaments, but now we're back at it. Live to bet another day, and we are coming in hot with 5 official plays that I'm going to be having for you guys in this Wednesday slate. But one where I want to talk to you guys, I'm not going to run down the entire board because I am in a little bit of a time crunch, so forgive me, but I want to get these plays out as soon as and as early as possible before these numbers move. Okay, but here we go. Let's get into it without further ado. All right, and remember to subscribe down below if you have not yet done so. Smash that like button as well. I appreciate you guys being part of the team and rocking with me here at The Better Mark. Okay, first we're gonna get into the late game. I'm sorry, it's not a late game. They're in Miami, tipping off at 7:30. Where the Denver Nuggets are minus 5-point favorites against the Miami Heat. The Heat have had some issues as of recent, right? Denver's coming in hot. I think it's one where I'm not in the business of laying 5 points against the Heat at home. They can basically cover with whatever team they throw out there more times than not. And it's one where this is no exception. But I am going to be on the likes of the Denver Nuggets. Okay, I'm more inclined to take that 4.5 if I can find it. I'm not opposed to doing it. That's more of a lean, but I am going to be taking the Nikola Jokic over 24.5 points scored in this contest. That prop just sticks out to me. You look at his recent game trends, it looks like one that against a Miami Heat team that they will have no problem cashing. So lock that first play in, Jokic over 24.5 points. Okay, next, this is one where we have a play on the total. Okay, open at 232, -4 spread in the game. We've seen this number get bet down to 231, 231.5. Okay, but if you can find out there that 232, 232.5, if you can find that number, that's one where I'm going to be looking to take the under in the Bulls Pacers game. Okay, that's one where you see some positive line movement, and one that I'm looking to back the under in the Pacers Bulls. Okay, kind of a contrarian play with the likes of Indiana scoring, but if you look at their recent performances, not so much. Okay, next we're going to go out into Brooklyn, Orlando. That's one where Brooklyn's basically a team where it's one where they've been kind of Jekyll and Hyde for me. Covering on the road against the Cavaliers, winning outright. It's one where you look into these matchups, and Orlando has been kind of a do-it-all for me against the spread. I've really backed Orlando in some big spots, some little spots, and they've come through. And this is one's no exception. I know it's a bigger number, but we're going to be taking the Orlando Magic 6.5 out there. MGM, that's where we'll be taking that home team where Orlando plays some really good defense. Look for this to be lower scoring as well. That's why we're seeing that opening line at 205.5. So we're going to be taking the Magic -6.5 tonight on the card. Okay. Next game, Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. One where, looking at last night's contest, and Sacramento had a little late night, line movement going away from the Milwaukee Bucks. The Kings ended up closing as a favorite, and one where they were able to get it done with ease. I believe that game, I think when I actually turned it off, they were winning by double digits, and that's one where, minus 1 point favorites at home, back-to-back. I don't think it's really going to matter. I think the Kings are playing good basketball. I'm going to fade the potential early line with the hopes that LeBron or Anthony Davis ends up sitting. But even though on a back-to-back, I'm still going to back the Kings in a kind of a money line play. So I'm going to be taking the Kings on the money line. We're going to lock that in at -118. I think that -115, -118 is the lowest I'm seeing across the board. Okay, and then my final play, and probably one that I'm most in love with, it's a little bit fishy because Toronto's they've been scoring some points. They've been competing at a high level despite having a 23-42 overall record. But they're wheeling out a bunch of scrubs tonight, just to put it bluntly. So the Detroit Pistons at home, I know they're in tank mode. It's just ugly. It's one that just makes me want to throw up just even talking about this game. But just due to the fact of who Toronto's wheeling out, I got to play it. All right, so I'm going to lay a little bit more juice. I'm going to take Detroit on the money line just because I'm not really looking to be on board with this play and then end up having it blow up in my face because Detroit only gets it done by 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5 points. So what are we looking at is DraftKings minus 148. I'm going to pay a little bit more. I know it's not good to do over the course of a season, a betting season, especially with a team as Detroit is 11-53. But they have the likes of Cade Cunningham. They're at home, as well as Toronto, rolling out basically a bunch of G Leaguers when we look at who they're actually going to put on the court in tonight's contest. So those are my 5 official plays within the association. A couple leans along the way, but I'm kind of crunched for time. I got to do the whole school drop off, so on and so forth. So I'd love to be talking NBA, break down more and more betting lines, trends with you guys. I could do this all day, but just don't have the time in this morning. So appreciate you guys rocking with me. Like I said, good luck with all your picks, your plays as March Madness heats up. The NBA's coming to an end as well, where we're going to have a lot of exciting times within the NBA playoffs. Make sure you guys are all subscribed down below on YouTube as well as on X. Never miss a beat. Also, check out that pinned comment for the channel giveaway right there on X. I appreciate you guys, and we'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.